Hello everyone and welcome to Infused Transitions. I am so glad all of you are here. I just really appreciate you guys joining the channel and being here. I love your support and yeah, just really appreciate all of you. So for those of you who possibly are new, if you would like to learn a little more about how I read, you can check that out in the description box below. If anyone is interested in learning a little more about what I do besides what I do on this channel, you can check out my website, which is again listed in the description box below. These are the decks I might be using some of them. These three are the main ones I'm going to be using. The Light Seers Tarot, the Friends Tarot, which I just got from an Etsy shop, and I'm going to spell it because I don't know how she pronounces this, but it's TorreArt Art Company, or TorreArt Art Co. And then this is the Red Hot Love Oracle from VLove Crystals. Both are Etsy shops, so if you were interested in purchasing those, you can go to their shops and see if you can find them. I do have the Love Oracle cards from Island Time Wellness, the Kipper Love Oracle, and the Romance Angels. And without further ado, we are just going to get going. All right. Let's see, what do we have today? This is for the general collective. Messages are timeless, so whenever you find this message is the right time for you. Most High, what messages do you have for us for today? Thank you. All right. Okay. We're just going to get a couple of cards out, and then we're going to go with clarifiers. I tend to only take, thank you, cards that actually come out. Unless I get an inkling that it's supposed to, like, doesn't want to go back in the deck. Oh my goodness, that just flew right out on me. Hollow and having it all. All right, so what was on the bottom of the deck? We have happiness on the bottom of the deck. We have spying, hollow, and having it all. All right. So just initially looking at this, I would say I kind of get the feeling that it can go either way. So take what resonates as always and just leave the rest, right? Not everything that is said is going to be for each and every one of you. So for the spying, I immediately got, well, this is a two-way window, get it? Two-way. So for some of you, yes, somebody could actually be, spying. And for others of you, it's more about, I guess I'm kind of feeling like somebody like was looking for something else and just kind of stumbled across, I don't know if it's like a photo of you or a website or a social media, something or other. And they're curious, and now they're curious and they're wondering, and I think I feel almost like they feel like a draw to you. It does feel like they feel, I'm like focusing on the chest, and it's like they feel hollow in their chest. And if you look closely on this card, you can see there is one tiny little heart right there. But they feel, in the love department, they feel hollow. They feel empty. They want more. They want to have it all. They want to have love. They want to have the house. They want to have the family. And again, family doesn't necessarily mean that, they want to find somebody to have children with. Maybe they already have children, but they want their own companion and love in their life. Everybody's in different stages in their life and different seasons and so forth. So what that looks like may be different for each of you. Okay, so let's get started with some clarifiers. Now, I do want to just say, you know, first of all, let me just put in the disclaimer here. I don't get any kind of, you know, kickback or anything. I don't know the person who owns the shop that has this deck or anything like that. I just have to say, I'm a huge Friends fan. Okay. Could probably do pretty well in holding my own in a Friends trivia. So when I ran across this deck, I was like ecstatic. And I love the deck. I love the deck. Okay, so let's get some information around the spying. Could we expand the story on the spying, please? Let's expand the story on the spying. We have justice. That's interesting. Let's continue to expand the story, please. Let's continue expanding the story for spying and the justice, please. Thank you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, Knight of Cups. And let's get one more, please. Let's get one more. Thank you. And Judgment. Wow. So having Justice and Judgment come out in the same, I find very powerful. Obviously, these are both major arcana, or some people say arcana. So, you know, however that goes for you. I do find it interesting too, though, even though Justice is 11 and this is 22, you know, it kind of feels like there's a few different endings happening and taking place around this part of the story. There is a balancing of the scales coming in. And now for those of you that this is somebody who is like literally spying on you and not a good way, we do see we've got justice taking place, a balancing of the scales, and we have judgment, which is, again, you know, you've already left behind you the hard part. This is, you know, for some of you, it's about, you might be in the reviewing, learning from your mistakes. What can I walk away from this? Saying, okay, now I understand this. So I don't need to repeat this, or this. For others of you, you may be in the stage of judgment where you've already done that, and now you're in that waiting for that new beginning to begin, or you are currently in the fact that your new beginning has begun. For those of you who it's like spying in the sense of this is somebody who, you know, has run across you in some way, even if they've met you somewhere, whether, you know, they met you through someone else or at an event or, you know, at work or at school, or if you work online or whatever, you know, I mean, there's some way, shape, or form that they have run across you and they've just been like, okay, wow, this person, I feel really drawn to them. Let me see if I can, you know, check them out and what more can I learn about them? And is what I'm learning about them, is it piquing my interest more and more, or is it, okay, well, no, I see now that, you know, this and this isn't where I want what I want. Either which way, but it does feel like this person may end up coming forward and they've like what they've learned and they want to come forward and offer you genuine, I'm hearing their authentic self. They want to have this opportunity to share themselves with you and to receive, but they're willing to come forward and they're willing to offer you their cup. Now here we have the Justice card, Phoebe holding the scales. We have oh my goodness, I forgot his name. I can't believe I forgot his name. I just keep hearing people say, you know, scientist guy. But, you know, here he is, and he's, you know, offering her his, you know, and I just said that about trivia, and now I went blank on his name. That's funny. But here he is, and then we have Chandler holding the judgment, blowing the judgment trumpet. So I do feel, yeah, I feel like for those of you, this is about someone coming in, and their coming in is balancing out scales from something, right? And then it is a new beginning, the new beginning coming in. Okay. I'm going to actually do the Light Seers Tarot for the Hollow. I don't know why. That's just what I'm feeling at the moment here. See how far can we go over without losing that. Okay. All right. So let's see. I actually like this Friends deck so much that I've ordered another deck. I do have 3 sets of this deck, and the reason I like to buy 2 or 3 decks is because when I do things like this, I like for myself as a viewer and then to offer my viewers, sometimes it's easier to understand when we have the same type of deck being used, because we can see where there are repeats, and there's been times when it's been really interesting how that has played out. So I hope that like if I do a, you and your person kind of story, and then what is mutual between you guys, or what's the bridge. I like being able to have 3 of the same deck. I don't know why I shared that, but there it is. Okay, let's get some, expand the story on the Hollow, please. All right, let's expand the story on Hollow, please. Let's expand the story on Hollow. You see how long? Okay, Hermit. This person has been in Hermit mode, but they are out of the Hermit cave at this time. But they've been in Hermit mode. They've been in, oh, that's too many. They've been in the Hermit cave. They've made relative peace with whatever put them in this space and drove them into the Hermit cave. They may have still some things to work through. I'm not taking it because it didn't actually come out, but it is the High Priestess. Okay, and we have the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. It's feeling like, well, let me get one more, but it feels like this person has been alone for a long time. All right. Can we get one more to further the story, please? One more to further the story. What else? Thank you. All right, and we have the Chariot. And we do have the 6 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Moving on. Oh, and I forgot to show you. On the bottom of this deck, we had the 9 of Swords. So there is a lot of concern, worry about happening. Could be on either end or both ends. Could be concerns about, am I going to find my happiness? Do I dare risk coming forward? It could be the other person who doesn't even realize this person has been checking them out, feeling like, man, am I going to be alone forever? Am I, never going to have a special someone in my life kind of thing? Okay, so let's go back to this. So we do have the Hermit, again, the Hermit cave coming out. I do feel like this person has been waiting a long time. Whether this is both of you or one of you, they do feel very hollow in their heart, like empty. They're really wanting to experience an honest love, a true love this time around. It feels like whoever this is pertaining to, or possibly to both of you, that the experiences so far have been less than favorable, shall we say. Some pretty traumatic from what I'm feeling. Others of you, it's just been, you know, wow, that was just really sucked. You know, I'd really rather not repeat that again. But it does feel like this person, one of them at least, if not both of you, have been either alone for a really long time or possibly in a relationship not too long ago, but it has left you feeling old in the sense of just worn out. Like it was just really a tough situation. But there is movement now. The Chariot is here. You're out of the cave. They're out of the cave, whoever that is. There's finally movement, creating things to come forward. This is also about manifestation. And one of you or both of you are wanting to manifest this, having it all, having that special someone in their life. And it's looking like this manifestation is starting to move forward now, which is wonderful, wonderful news. Okay. Now let's go back to the Friends deck here, and we are going to see what we can find out about having it all. All right. Let's continue the story. Let's get further the story, please, on having it all. Can we further the story on the having it all, please? Let's further the story on having it all. I don't know what that was. It wanted to come out, and then it was like, nope. Thank you. This one was first. Then we have this one. Is there another one? No. Okay. And let's get one more, shall we? Can we get one more for having it all, please? One more for having it all. One more for having it all, please. All right. All right, so we have the Ace of Swords. All right, so with the having it all, we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so we do have an ending, and we have an ending. This is laying down the burdens. And remember, I had said maybe one of you or both of you already have children or a child. It could be, again, laying down the burden of doing life alone, laying down the burden of just always feeling like it's a heavy load. It is a heavy load to be a single parent. I don't know if any of you are. I'm not saying it's something you don't want, but it has its challenges. I mean, let's face it, been there, done that. You know, it has its own challenges and its own set of things. But this 10 is telling me there's an ending, an ending that is going to allow you or your person to lay down some burdens. You then have the Page of Cups here. So again, which I find it interesting. We have the Knight of Cups over here, someone coming in and offering their love, and it is the masculine energy. Now, whether this is this is the man's side or a woman, it doesn't matter. The point is that, you know, we have these energies, a masculine energy and a feminine energy. It's not so much about gender. It is about energies. But we do have this Page of Cups coming in and also offering a cup. So it almost feels like someone's coming in ready to do this. And I do feel like that one of you may have prior knowledge of the other one, whether that's an actual meeting or you know, for some of us who are intuitive, we just kind of know. It's not so much that we've met or that we know what they look like or sound like or anything like that. We just have a knowingness. Whereas the other person may be like, have no idea. So it kind of feels like, you know, one's coming in. I'm ready to open my heart. I'm looking for my person. And this person is more of, all right, well, it's, you know, it's nice to meet you, and you know, let's let things progress, you know, on a normal, you know, what is normal, right? Which is relative according, but this eventually you're going to get on the same page, and you both will be offering your cup to each other, is in essence what I'm trying to say. And then we have this Ace of Swords. Okay. Communication, someone who being very truthful, truthful, honesty. Sometimes they can be blunt, whether that is you or them or both of you. It's an opportunity for, I'm hearing clear speech. It's an opportunity to come, into this relationship, like literally laying it all out on the line. Okay. So you do have this leaving something behind, and then you have this person getting on the same page of saying, you know what, I do want to go into this, and be willing to, give my heart. But this is the thing. We need to talk. We need to be able to be on the same page. We need to have open, honest communication kind of thing. And when you look at the bottoms of each of these decks, we've got happiness on the bottom of the deck of this one. You've got the Three of Cups, reasons to celebrate on this one. And then we have, this, oh, look at that. See, new perspective, new understanding. This didn't come up when I picked up the rest of the cards. It stayed here. So, and it's, I do believe it's about both of you gaining a new perspective, new understanding, enlightenment in different ways. It feels like one of you are going to come in and be really surprised at the other person's energies, abilities, the way they look at life. And the other person, it's like you're both going to be learning a lot from each other. You're both going to be learning a lot from each other. And it just feels like in different ways. As in, one person, it's like, wow, I never would have thought of that before, like ever. And the other person's going to be like, I've known that. I have conscious awareness of that, but I've never known what that would feel like. Right? But it is going to open up your eyes for each other. And then we have this, the Six of Swords. So this moving on, moving to a new way of being. Okay, so there we go. I hope that was helpful for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, you know what? Let's just pull one of these to see. Let's just see. I'm curious, and it brought it to my mind. So there must be a message in that for us. Okay. The only challenge I have with this deck is trying to shuffle it, because it always just feels awkward in my hands, but I love this deck. Oh, look at that. So on the bottom of the deck, we have romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. And it does feel like that when this meeting happens, it does feel like it's like you guys you're both going to be surprised at the draw, at the attraction. And even if some of you here are intuitive and you kind of know this person's coming, even if you don't know details about them, again, there's a difference between knowing something and then actually experiencing it. And it does really feel like there's going to be like shock is the word I saw, shock, surprised over like, oh my gosh, I never knew it could be like this, right? It's just, and then we have soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. And see, didn't we talk about how, this person, one of you already knows about the other. One of you has already ran across the other, or you guys have already met or something. And one of you is like fully aware of, wow, I really want to get to know this person. And the other one is not even aware of that. And I talked about how the Chariot is about manifesting. And it's, your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. Lovely, lovely. And then the last one that came out, it says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, right? Oh my God, you just can't make this stuff up. I love it. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united. And they just said in this one, right? Already with you in spirit. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. I love that. I love that. And I mean, how appropriate is that for the reading that we've just done? Okay. So anyways, there you guys go. I hope this reading was meaningful for you. I hope it resonated with you. Please don't forget to give that thumbs up, to hit that like and subscribe. Don't forget the notification bell, and share if you know someone who could benefit from this reading. And though it may seem unimportant, each of those things actually are really important to every YouTube channel. It helps the channel, but it also helps to get information out to others who could also benefit from it. So there you go. Until next time, bye.